Hi, and thanks for joining us for another edition of Money TV. I'm Don Baillargeon. Glad to have you with us. Money TV, of course, is the program all about money and what makes it happen. And what's happening this week, the continued talk of the demise of General Motors. I mean, if you're old enough to remember the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, and you're probably old enough to remember when GM ruled the world, basically, you know, nearly 50% of all cars sold were General Motors cars. I remember as a kid in the 1964 World's Fair at the GM Pavilion in New York City, seeing all the fantastic future cars that were supposed to be the cars of the future, the cars of the 21st century. Who would have thought then, 45 years ago, that we'd be looking at the possible end of General Motors? The CEO was forced out this week essentially by the Obama administration because they were not happy with the way the restructuring was going along. We're seeing talk of further divisions of General Motors essentially disappearing. General Motors was once the largest corporation in the world, and now we're wondering, does GM actually have a future? A lot to be looked at, a lot to be seen. GM is desperately trying to keep things together, giving us all kinds of incentive packages to help us buy cars, encourage us to buy cars, because that's the bottom line. It's not how much money we can give GM, it's not how much money we can bail them out for, it's can we figure out a way for GM to sell more cars. There is one group of people who think that GM should be allowed to go into bankruptcy, that perhaps going into bankruptcy would be the answer because it would alleviate them from the pressure and burdens of all these incredible union contracts that cost them so much more to build each individual vehicle. Keep an eye on it because GM is an American institution, it's a global institution, and it would be very sad to see if that company were to actually disappear. Now for positive news, here's a toll-free number, 888-259-4449. That's good from anywhere in the world you're watching Money TV. For free information in the mail about the many companies we'll be talking to and about during the next 30 minutes. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. Again, 888-259-4449, or visit us online at moneytv.net.